Here is a list of this status condition and their effects. Burn 1. Something very hot burns your skin and it is blistering. Inflict 1 point of damage at the end of each round. Fire type Pokemon are immune. Resist cannot be resisted. Duration. Use an action to make a roll of dexterity. Athletic. Add up the successes of these rolls until you get 4 outside of battle. Others can help you soothe the burn. Burn 2. A part of your body is in flames. Inflict 2 points of damage, 2 points of lethal damage at the end of each round. Fire type Pokemon are immune. Resist cannot be resisted. Duration. Use an action to make a roll of dexterity. Athletic. Add up the successes of these rolls until you get 6 outside of battle. Others can help extinguish the fire. Burn 3. You are completely engulfed by fire. Inflict 3 points of lethal damage at the end of each round. The fire type Pokemon are immune. Cannot be resisted. Duration. Use an action to make a roll of dexterity. Athletic. Add up the successes of these rolls until you get 8 outside of battle. Others can help you extinguish the fire. Paralysis. Your muscles are cramped and you can hardly move. Effect. For the duration of this status, the subject loses 2 points of dexterity and moves at half its speed, or can't move at all. Electric type Pokemon are immune. Can't be resisted. Duration 24 hours. Frozen solid. You've been trapped in a block of ice. Effect. The subject cannot perform any action. Ice-type Pokemon are immune. The block of ice has 5 HP with a defense and special defense score of 2. At the end of the round, the subject may try to break the ice with moves that are super effective against ice. Break it instantly. Until the ice is broken or finally melts on its own after a few hours, the frozen subject will be found fainted if left to thaw on its own. Poison. You feel sick and nauseous with a mild fever. Inflict 1 point of damage at the end of each round. Poison and steel type Pokemon are immune. If the subject lies down and doesn't move at all, the damage will be dealt once per hour instead of each round. Duration. Until you receive medical attention or until you faint, you wake up 8 hours later. Badly poisoned. You're burning in fever and suffering horrible pain all over your body. Inflict 1 point of lethal damage at the end of each round. Poison type and steel type Pokemon are immune. If the subject lies down and doesn't move at all, the damage will be dealt once per hour instead of each round, until you receive medical attention or until your body can't resist any longer. Poison and badly poisoned status will continue dealing damage outside of battle. If these status conditions go without healing, you will make a roll to resist their effects every hour when resisting or even round when performing a strenuous physical activity. If you fall unconscious from badly poisoned damage, you'll start receiving lethal damage and your character is at risk of dying. Staying within the Pokeball does not prevent these effects. Sleep. Your eyes feel so heavy, maybe you should just... Effect. The subjects fall into a deep slumber and cannot perform any actions until it wakes up. Resist. If the subject is in battle or under stress, roll its insight at the beginning of its attempted action. The subject wakes up after added 5 successes. Doing this counts as an action. Duration 5 minutes. Flinched. You want to react, but your body does not respond. The subject loses its next action. A resist cannot be resisted. Duration 1 action. Other conditions. There are conditions that are not considered status ailments, but they can still affect the Pokemon in negative ways, like confused. Did someone just order you to hit yourself? The subject removes one success from all action rolls. If the action fails, the subject suffers 1 damage. Roll insight at the beginning of the round. If the subject scores 2 or more successes, it may act normally during this round. Duration 5 rounds, or until the subject is switched out. Disabled. Something is preventing you from using your attack effects. The subject cannot perform a disabled move. Only 1 move can be disabled per subject at a time. The resist cannot be resisted. Duration ranges from 5 rounds to a scene. In love, you'll protect your beloved. What was her name again? The subject holds back in its half damage against the foe and the foe's allies. So, same gender and genderless Pokemon are immune. Resist. Roll insight at the beginning of the round. If the subject scores 2 or more successes, it may act normally during this round. 1 scene or until the subject is switched out. These conditions are mostly harmless, but can be a real bother to deal with, implying, of course, that they are not the one provoking them. Then they are really fun. When your Pokemon gets a status condition, you should treat it as fast as possible. Always carry some healing items with you or hurry to the nearest Pokemon Center.